All right. All right, good morning, guys. God bless. Come on. Just trying to get everything going here today. I know it's no sound. Okay, now I know you can hear the sound right now. I know. Remember yesterday we had some issues. Shout out to DJ Ron who fixed all the issues. And yeah, I didn't put the sound on. Thank you. I just noticed that. I just put the sound on. Okay, good. All right, God bless you guys. Good morning. It is a Feel Good Friday. I feel great today. Put them on chat room how you feel today. If you feel good, if you're down, if you're not, just let us know and we could work through this. I personally feel great today. It's a Feel Good Friday, August the 19th already. Jesus Christ. 16 minutes after the hour. Welcome, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. God bless you. That chat room's wide open. Or please call in 570-982-6950, sponsored by Comedy World Network. We appreciate you guys over there. We're on all social media platforms. We're on a bunch of other new platforms as well. I'll get into that at a later time. There's about 35 of them. And I'm going to name each and every one of them, but not at the moment. But shout out to all those other new platforms. We're on YouTube this morning as well. Please subscribe to the page, like it. You get notified when we go live after 7 a.m. And listen, I just want to say this before I go in. Starting next week, yes, we will be starting on time at 7 o'clock. You know, sometimes we start at 7 o'clock, but we're on the audio side, we're starting on time, but on this social media side, we definitely going to start at 7 p.m. So that's my fault. I truly appreciate you guys. But if you go on the audio side on online radio, you know, we're up and running at 7 o'clock. That's either here or there, but I just want to let you guys know that. So we're on all social media platforms. You already know the TikToks all the way down to the Facebooks, all the way down to all these other platforms. So we appreciate that. Appreciate you guys for that. Also, we're on Facebook. Hold on, guys. I got to go to the door. Don't go nowhere. Wait a minute. I got to let Tamiko in. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot I locked the door and I started the show. And then when you walked in, I was like, oh, God. And I just told them just now. I said, wait a minute. I got to open up the door. When you come in, close the door, please. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. I'm back. All social media platforms. You know what I said? Facebook, TikTok, all the TikTok, all the stuff. We're on all of it. And join our group, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team group. Only place, one of the best groups on Facebook. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning stuff right. Now, until Miss Miko get herself together, I just got a quick question to ask you guys. Well, it's not a question. It's more of an observation on a Feel Good Friday. That's Feel Good Friday, so we try to keep it really light if we can, and keep it fun on a Feel Good Friday. Remember, Ed Lover, the ticket is moving fast. September the 18th at the Iron Mule. Y'all come on out. Doors open up at 5, show time 6. Okay. Just an observation before we go into the show. Miss Miko, she's going to get ready, you know, for the weather and all that. We're gonna do our thing. Okay. And then I'll get to the good mornings with her in a moment when she gets everything together. Now, good question, and this is a fool question for or observation. Okay, I read this on social media. And somebody put a post up. I thought it was funny. Okay, so it's black folks got African American black folks, whatever you want to call us. Okay, so African Americans, us black folks, we got soul food, evidently, right? The Mexican folks, they got tacos, right? And this is not trying to be racist or funny, but you know, but it is what it is. Mexican folks are the originators of the tacos, no doubt about it. Black folks, we the originators of the soul food, right? We used to get the slop together when we were slave back in the days. But back to let's have some fun. Okay, so black folks, we got the soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. Jamaican folks got jerk chicken. Which is true. I mean, it really is. It's not being racist, but it's Jamaican folks came out with West Indian folks came out with the jerk chicken. Okay, so black folks got soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. Jamaican folks got jerk chicken, right? What do white people got? What food do white people have? Before we get into the weather and all that, and good morning, guys. Black folks have soul food, and put in chat room. We're gonna have some fun. You might get a prize. Black folks have soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. My beautiful West Indian folks have the jerk chicken. What do white folks have? Name all the food that you think white folks have originated just on a Feel Good Friday. I think I could come up with a few. But one more time, black folks have soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. My beloved West Indian folks have the jerk chicken down pat. And what do white people got? What kind of food do they have now? Huh?
They got green bean casserole, Shawn.
Oh, who said that? Somebody said that? Oh, that's what you said? Everybody, y'all put it in. Let's just have some fun.
That's what I said.
Okay, then just write it down. But if someone got something really nice and clever, you might win a prize today. You might get cashed at $5. I don't know. Black folks have soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. My beloved West Indian folks have jerk chicken. And what do white folks have? What do white people have? And speaking of food and jerk, well, Miss Miko, as soon as you get ready, I'll pan the camera on you, or let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
You ready for the camera? Okay, go.
Yeah.
And I'm regular black, 2 sugars. I'm African American. I'm like American black. There's a lot of West Indian blacks over here. I think Miss Miko, you're probably West Indian, right?
I'm South American. I'm from Guyana.
You from Guyana? Is that different from?
Yes, it's in South America. It's not in the West Indies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not West Indian?
No, I am South American.
So you're like South American, like Brazil, South American, like those folks.
Right.
Oh, so my question is this: like, especially, but you've been around a lot of West Indian folk, right? Would that be safe?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Why you guys? What do white people make? Okay. Black folks have soul food. Mexican folks have tacos. Not being racist this morning. West Indian folks have the jerk chicken. And what do white people make? Let's just have a little fun before we get the show. And Miss Miko, you start naming the names, and I appreciate you. Now, Miss Miko, a question. Like I said, I'm regular black, two sugars. I'm from the Bronx. I don't like. I sometimes I wish I had that Caribbean thing or Caribbean thing going, that West Indian thing, because I'm around a lot of these beautiful folks all the time. That sometimes I feel like I miss out. But my question is this: how did the jerk chicken? Why is it so synonymous with folks from the West Indies? Who started the jerk? Who started that jerk flavor, and why is it called jerk on a Feel Good Friday?
That's a good question, Shawn.
It's just, first of all, who's using the word jerk? I don't like that word.
Pause on word jerk.
Let's put a pause on jerk. Like, I don't know. That's like calling somebody a jerk. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Anyway, folks, especially my Caribbean people and my West Indian people, why did that whole, what's the connection between jerk flavor and West Indian folks? Just on the Feel Good Friday. I just want to throw that out before we get into the show, because that's a question that I think I need to ask. I do want to know, and I want to know the history. I'm a history buff, so I like where things originated from. What's the correlation between the West Indian folks and jerk flavor? Now, Tamiko just said she's not West Indian. She's South American.
Yes.
Now, you have a restaurant. You serve any jerk flavor in that thing?
We do have jerk chicken.
So
that's one of our flavors.
Okay, so do you know the origins of jerk chicken?
Well, Shawn, the word jerk, it comes from a Spanish word named chicory.
Oh, you just looked this up just
and that means dried strips of meat.
Hold on, stop.
Yes.
She just looked this up because she didn't want to play herself.
I sure did. I was ready today, y'all. I was ready.
Because she's serving jerk and didn't know what it was all about.
I knew he was going to ask me. I was ready today. Don't come for me. Don't do me, Shawn.
Okay, one more time. Where's the jerk originated from again?
The word jerk comes from stems from a Spanish word named chicory, meaning dried strips of meat, similar to the modern day jerky. So in Jamaica, jerk chicken is famous for its pungent marinade of allspice, Scotch bonnet peppers, which are similar to habanero and chili peppers.
Okay, now question.
So that's where jerk comes from.
Well, thank you. Now, when somebody in your restaurant asks you about the jerk, you have the right information. And you can, by the way, you can thank me later, Miss Miko.
Thanks, Shawn.
But now the next question is, and guys, before we start, I just want to have a little fun on a Feel Good Friday. So Just playing a little game right now. So black folks have soul food, Mexican folks have tacos, Jamaican folks or my West Indian folks have the jerk chicken. What do white people have? What do they got?
They going in on what they have.
Okay, now before we get into all that, I know they got a lot. Well, write some of that down because the thing that things might stroll up too fast.
Oh yeah, it's scrolling up.
And they're going in.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So thanks for sharing the origin of the jerk. Pause. Now, what's the correlation between West Indian folks and jerk flavor? And why do you West Indian folks love that jerk flavor?
Jerk is good.
But there's there gotta be a reason why. Is it because I'm just throwing it out there, Miss Miko? Is it because it was a shortage of food and the food didn't have any flavor to it? And what? Why? There's gotta be. There was a West Indian folk or Caribbean folk that put that jerk in the mouth, pause, and said, you know what, this is it. Give it to the rest. That's all. I just need to know. Now, if you are Caribbean or West Indian, you should know this. I don't know. I'm regular black, 2 sugars, but I want this knowledge in my brain. And to be honest with you, Miss Miko, before we start the show and the weather and all that good thing, I, for most of my life, wasn't a fan of the jerk.
Why not, Shawn? What's your
because
biggest jerk?
I was never a fan of the spice.
Okay, so you don't like anything spicy.
Yeah, I didn't like anything spicy. Then when I met my wife, when she was my girlfriend back in the day, and I went over there to eat her food, and oh boy, everything was all spicy and jerky, and I was like, no. In the beginning of my relationship, went over there for a date. My wife or girlfriend then made some spicy spaghetti, almost burnt my whole top of my palate off. I said, no, we're not doing spicy spaghetti right now. But then throughout the years, the last couple of years, Ms. Miko, I have required a small taste of the spice or the jerk. I could take, a light flavoring of jerk and spice. Mm-hmm. And my wife went from everything spicy and jerky to back down to moderate. So I can take a little bit of the jerk, a little bit of spicy flavor, not like most of you guys in the room, but where did it originate from? On a Feel Good Friday, we just want to kick some knowledge right now. Because a lot of things that we do each and every day, and you know me, I'm a history buff, we never figure out where it came from. And sometimes we don't even care. And on top of that, it's a generational thing. So these babies are out here, as soon as they finish with the Similac, they go. I'm surprised that these West Indian folks or people who love the spice don't put the spicy in the infant milk for the babies. Because you got these guys, you got these kids with their mouths on fire at the age of 2 years old.
They do.
And honestly, before we get into the show, Ms. Miko, God bless. And what do white people have? I know I'm all over the place.
All over.
That's me. Matter of fact, what they say about white folks? What they have?
First of all, shout out to Garrison Kathy. Garrison Kathy said chicken pot pie, but remember, she's urban white, so she cooked with salt, and she loves soul food. Shout out to you, Garrison Kathy.
She's an urban Babylonian. So is my wife. They don't count. I want white folks.
I thought that was so funny.
What do white folks? I think black folks know what white. Kathy, my wife, and a few others. Y'all too urban. I need a pure, uncut Babylonian. Now,
I say green bean casserole because I have never in my life seen green bean casserole till I moved to Pennsylvania. I was like, what in the world is that?
All right.
So I say they love some green bean casserole.
All right, so.
And Danielle Williams said anything with raisins.
Anything with raisins.
Yep.
Anything with raisins.
Anything with raisins.
But that's it. That's all we got, guys.
Vanetta Joy said pierogies.
Pierogies.
That's another thing. I love them though. I love a good pierogi, but I've never seen or heard about them till I moved to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, pierogies. Yeah, what else? Yeah, the pierogies. That's one of the white people. They definitely have the pierogies down pat. What else they have? Now,
Michael Grassi said Mediterranean food.
Mediterranean. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. Miss Pink said Italian sauce.
Italian sauce, yeah. Yeah, white folks, yeah.
Princess said
White folks
raw
have a time.
meat.
What kind of meat?
Raw meat.
Raw meat.
Yeah.
And on top of that, what's your favorite Babylonian dish? What's that Babylonian dish that you love? Corned beef?
Not that.
And then hold on, wait, back before we get back into that. And my Caribbean friends and my West Indian folks, boy, you have those little babies eating that spice at a young age. They don't get a choice. And while you spicing up your food, you can't even taste it.
Be quiet.
You can't even taste. Your mouth is on fire. What type of flavor is that on your food when tears are coming out your eyes and your mouth is on fire?
It depends on who makes it.
What type of flavor?
Like that. Sometimes it's like that.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Miss Miko.
Yes, good morning. Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday. Come on, this
Good morning, Vanetta.
the ambassador chat room. God bless her, boy. We need this woman in this show. What's on your mind?
So listen, these pierogies, when I first moved, just like Tamiko said, certain things that they have in Pennsylvania I've never heard of. And I was like, what are these pierogies? And they would look at me like I was crazy. Like I came from another country. I was like, what are these pierogies and like what is in them? And people actually have like these big pierogi festivals out here. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, those pierogies. I feel the same way. I think I didn't know anything about these things until 2005 when I moved out to Pennsylvania, and I thought like this was some kind of food they gave to the slaves back in the day.
Right. And also they have this other cabbage dish. I don't know, but I think it's like, I want to say it's like more Polish, but I just feel like a lot of white people in general out here eat it. And I think it's like halushki or something.
Oh, I've never heard of that. What is it? Cabbage and what?
I don't know, but I know halushki is another one. I know we got a couple of, Caucasian friends in the chat room. Maybe they can say what it is. But I know a lot of white people eat that too.
LaShawn says they have cabbage and noodles. Does it have noodles in it?
Yes, that is it.
Okay, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. I know they do something with the cabbage. Yeah, it's crazy. And because, like where I work at is mostly like white people, I'm very selective. I'm like,
So you be participating in the potluck at work, Vanetta?
I'm sorry?
You participate in the potluck at work?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And,
wrong answer,
I don't want to
sis.
be funny and say why, but
Wrong answer.
Yeah, sometimes I did, sometimes I did not. But when I did, I had to like look who made this, who made that, because they just a little bit different. So yeah.
Come on, guys. What's the Babylonian meal that you guys love? Or if you went to a Babylonian restaurant, you order,
Amir Silly said he loves shepherd's pie. It's pretty good.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one I heard about.
I'm sorry, it was John Greer that said it. John Greer.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, shepherd's pie.
Pierogies. What else? Just chicken noodle soup. I don't know. What else?
They do a lot of sausages and peppers.
Sausage and peppers, yep. Michael Grassi said corned beef only with Russian dressing and coleslaw.
Let's clap for that.
That's different. That's really different, Michael.
Put your favorite Babylonian meal in the chat room so we can all gather up all this information. Now, Vanetta.
Yes.
What's the correlation? Miss Miko, she had to look up the history of the jerk real quick because she know I was gonna get right on it, and she would look crazy because she up there serving that jerk at that restaurant and has no clue where the origins have come from. She, like I said, she could thank me later for that. Now, what's the correlation between West Indian folks and this jerk flavor? What is that all about?
Well, okay, let me say this, because I don't want to make it long and drawn out, but it depends.
Let's put a pause on.
Let's put a
pause on long and drawn out. Continue.
Okay. It depends what island you're talking about, because every island has their own influence depending who they were colonized by. So jerk seasoning in general is more of like a Jamaican seasoning.
Right.
So that's that's kind of what they do. That's kind of their thing. Just like Lynette was saying in the comments, like a lot of Guyanese eat like pepper pie and stuff like that. That's something that's, that's something that's their like famous kind of dish. In Barbados, they have, fish and cuckoo, which is turned cornmeal, but other islands call it different stuff. Some islands call it fungi. You know, it's different in different islands. So it really depends what you're talking about. But jerk is more associated with like Jamaican cooking. So it really depends on who came to the island and colonized it.
Colonizing
like a lot of like they use like a lot of cloves and thyme on everything.
Who?
Bayesian, like people from Barbados.
Oh.
So that's where my family's from. So they use a lot of like cloves, thyme, stuff like that in their food. So it really depends on, you know, where you at.
So in the post, it's safe to say that it's a Jamaican thing with the jerk.
Yes.
Huh.
That is basically associated with Jamaica. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go. See, I thought dumbest question is the one you don't ask. I thought because everybody's from West Indies, all these 15 islands, I thought everything was all jerk.
I'm sorry, you said it's how many islands?
It's about 15, 17
You know
of y'all,
he
right?
being funny. Don't pay no mind.
Hundreds of islands.
How many islands is out there for y'all?
I'm not sure exactly, but it's like hundreds of islands.
Oh, my God.
I hate to tell you that. Yeah.
Do we need all of them?
Shut up.
Yeah. There's hundreds.
Now, you're South American, you say, Miss Miko, right?
Yes.
And Vanetta, you're more of a West Indian Caribbean descent, right?
Yeah, Caribbean, Central American, and South American. Yeah.
It's 700 islands in the Caribbean. By the
There
way.
she goes. She's on point today. It's
Feel
700
Good
islands.
Friday.
And do we need them all? And so,
Absolutely.
is there any kind of grudge between the Miss Miko, between the Caribbean folks and the South American folks? Sort of like the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans?
No, we have no beef.
You sure?
No. Guyanese are like honorary Caribbean.
So are the Jamaicans and the Guyanese, are they cool, or the Jamaicans and the Dominicans?
It'd be us against them, to be honest with you.
Tamiko, be honest. So
be honest, man. Let's chop it up.
I'm not gonna say there's necessarily beef or whatever, but of course there are very, very, very slight cultural differences. So, you know, like sometimes you be like, oh, this person's from there, you know how they are, you know, like that type of thing. It's more like that.
Okay, hold on a second. Now, remember, guys, I'm American. I'm regular black.
I don't want to offend anyone, so I'm not going to get specific.
No. I just want to start by saying I'm American. I'm two sugars. I say all this is new to me. But it's not new to me, but I need to know where the beef's at. So I know you're trying to clean this up, Vanetta, and God bless you. But come on. Now, how do the Jamaicans feel about the Guyanese? How the Guyanese feel about the Ecuador? Let's chop this up real quick on the Feel Good Friday, because I need to know.
No. I'm not even gonna
so now I'll ask Tamiko. Tamiko.
What's up, Shawn?
What planet are you from again?
I am from the country of Guyana.
And now, do the Guyana folks, Guyanese, would that be correct?
Yes.
Do they like the Jamaicans? That means no.
Sometimes.
That means no.
Sometimes.
So we get to the bottom of this.
Talk about the women or the men.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
sometimes.
Because look, her shoulders all tensed up again now. She's starting on the phone. Shawn, let's move on to something else. No. And somebody, they won't tell me, guys, in the chat room. Tell me where the real beef at.
Y'all be know when I'm lying.
Like it's like it's almost like certain stereotypes.
Then tell me what it is.
Just like amongst just regular black people, you know, sometimes they will be stereotypes against darker skinned people.
No.
It's similar to that.
No.
Like sometimes my father would be like, "Oh, she's from there. Yeah, I don't mess with those people. You don't mess with those
people." Right.
Now we get it.
Because I don't want to offend anyone, because you know you don't know who's listening.
I don't want to put you on this spot.
Right.
But, you know, like that's how it is. Like, oh, okay, these women, they chat too much, or whatever the situation is. Like, it's stuff like that.
So I'm just gonna come to my own conclusions.
Yeah.
So it's without beef. So it's safe to say, like, the Haitians don't like the Jamaicans, or the Haitians don't like this, and the Guyanese. How many islands are out there? You got, where you from? You Barbados, right?
And then my grandfather is born in Brazil, and my other grandfather's from Panama. So,
Come on, everybody. Let's talk about this West Indian beef.
And believe it or not, and like I said, it's a lot to get into, but there is a difference between being West Indian and being Caribbean, believe it or not.
Really?
So even though Tamiko and like even, my friend Lynette, they're from Guyana, which is in South America, right next to Suriname, we still kind of encompass them in the Caribbean culture.
Right. We're honorary members.
Yeah, but really, hold on a second. But really,
just like Panama, that's in Central America. But guess what? We encompass them into the Caribbean culture.
Why?
And a lot of times it's because back when the canal was being built, a lot of people was going from the Caribbean to actually go build the Panama Canal. So that's how that influence kind of flowed over into Panama.
So there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's a lot going on here. And let me tell you something. At some point, Harvey's going to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, my God.
Because I want to know where the true beef is, so I know which side to be on.
Seriously?
What are they saying in the chat room? Because now all of a sudden the mood done changed in the chat room. There might be something. The mood done changed. You heard Vanetta, right? I don't really want to be offended.
Yeah, we don't want to start no beef with nobody in the chat room.
All
right. Well, God bless you.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Now,
bye, Vanetta.
Now, again, why you parents force all the spice on these kids?
It's the rite of passage, Shawn.
Why do you do that? What are they saying in the chat room? It seems like that chat room thing is moving like a freak.
Yo, it is going crazy.
What parents, if you love the spice, why you got to throw all that on your kids? Huh?
They going crazy. Beanie Green said her family's from Honduras. Oh, I didn't know that, Beanie.
So the Honduras folks, do they beef with the Guyanese folks?
No, I think the Honduras folks, I'm from Guyana. I think they beef with like the Costa Rican folks.
So you from Guyana, and Lynette Serrano's also from?
She's from Guyana as well.
So that's like your family member.
And we have our beloved Lydia George. She's sprinkled in with British Guyana. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why you
boy, here comes Kareem. Jamaican run the West Indians. Boy, bye.
All right.
Look,
now,
bye.
That's what I'm talking about.
Reem Hoyes, bye.
That's what I'm talking about, Kareem. I couldn't wait going to Feel Good Friday. I knew somebody was going to jump out the window without a parachute and let Harvey know what it is. Talk to me, Kareem. Those Jamaicans, they the rulers, right?
They think they the rulers.
Huh?
They think they the rulers.
Huh? Roadie boat? You rowing the boat, player? Kareem, the Jamaica, what did he say? What was his direct quote?
Jamaica run the West Indies.
The Jamaica run the West Indies. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I knew somebody was going to start on the Feel Good Friday. I knew it. I knew somebody couldn't hold their tongue.
Kareem, go ahead with
Kareem,
that,
talk to me, player.
Go ahead with that, player.
He don't care about nothing. He's like, yo, I'm going to offend everybody. Yo, what's going on? Them Guyanese, right? Y'all running things over there? The Jamaicans? The Jamaicans could kick some ass out there, I see. What else?
Kareem, call in, please.
What else they saying on the Feel Good Friday?
They still talking about food.
Okay, back to the food.
Somebody, LaShawn Brown said they love horseradish.
Sure do. You know what? Who said that? LaShawn who?
LaShawn Brown.
Let me tell you something. LaShawn Brown, a BX. BX or B. LaShawn, don't forget Ed Lover. Y'all come on out. LaShawn, you are right. It's something about that horseradish, just a dab of it. You take a dab of that horseradish, and then it freezes up the left side of your brain. That horseradish is life. It's life dependent on how you use it.
What do you eat with horseradish?
You throw it on like a little bit of a hot dog, or you can put it on a piece of meat. Pause. You throw a little bit of that in that salad, and it brings that whole flavor. That horseradish is full of flavor. Pause.
Oh, Princess, go ahead with your Trinidadian self.
Which
Trinidad run-ish out here.
Now.
Trinidadians.
See, it take the men, and it's nothing but real men. I want to salute the men in the chat room. Because every man in this chat room that listens to this show every morning, just real guys. That's the one common denominator. And see, the men are not holding their tongue at all.
Please.
You women are not that. I was just saying. You hear Kareem? Yo, Jamaica rules the whole situation. Here come Princess. Nah, Trinidad. I hear that.
And then here
that's what I'm
coming me
talking
and
about.
Sealy, Barbados.
And that's what I'm talking about. Be proud of it, y'all. If y'all don't like this or y'all running things, let me know. I don't know. My family's from Alabama. They migrated to the Bronx.
Whatever.
That horseradish is life, though. What else they saying in there? Before you got the weather, though? You got all that ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Matter of fact, you want? All right, let's do the weather.
Get the weather.
Yeah, let's do it. And let them turn up in the shadow.
In Bethlehem, PA, right now, where we are broadcasting live from, it is 60 degrees, going to a high of 91. It's going to be balmy, sunny, and beautiful. So you guys, if you're in the local area, get out and enjoy the great weather. In New York City, it's currently 72 degrees, going to a high of 89. Sun with 0 chance of rain. Another great day for you to go out and enjoy. The entire weekend will mimic today. So if you guys don't have plans, make some. Try to get out in the backyard and enjoy that weather while you can. It's your girl, Miss Miko, with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
She talk about going to backyard like all of us got backyards. What is wrong with you?
Well, go on your patio.
The patio. Why don't we just go outside? She said to go outside in your backyard. Everybody don't have no backyard. You think everybody got a backyard? What's wrong with you?
Oh, God.
You guys. Back to the food. Horseradish. Yeah, man. A little bit of that horse. And speaking of LaShawn, this is LaShawn BX, right?
Yes.
That's my sis. I love her to death. And we all recently went up to her house. We celebrated DJ Hot Sauce birthday. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, boy, they had so much food.
I seen the pictures.
Yo, LaShawn, it was so disrespectful. And I think, I'm not going to bet my life on it. I think LaShawn BX is, like me, American black, 100%, you know, like regular 2 sugars, black. Mm-hmm. LaShawn, right? You don't have none of that West Indian thing
going
on.
Are you black or you black?
I think she's regular black like Harvey.
Okay.
I think.
She down south black.
Yeah, she down south black.
Okay.
Because that's the ultimate black than all the rest of you.
Here we go.
Okay?
Here we go.
That American black tops all of you.
Here we go. He's starting, y'all.
100% facts. What else? What about the food before I go on to the next thing? Miss Miko. That's it. They're done with the food. So we got, I think horseradish would be the winner. The pierogies. That right? The pierogies.
Yeah, I think the pierogies is the winner.
I think the pierogies are the winner. Yeah, those pierogies. I don't know, man. Like, I think us black. I think Miss Miko, you should make your own version of the pierogies over there.
I'm trying to revamp the menu. I just don't know how they do
it.
Do they deep fry it or do they like saute it? Because I've had it both ways.
Whoa, let's put a pause on that.
Put a pause on both ways. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it. Did you like deep fried or
sauteed? Which one do you prefer?
I like them both.
All right, let's put a pause on that.
But for sakes of the hookah lounge, I would definitely have to deep fry it so I could bring the food out.
When the last time you had a good deep fry?
2 weeks ago.
Good.
Lee Scott said, what is a pierogi? Pierogi is like, what is it? It's like dough stuffed with...
It's stuffed with like cheese.
Potatoes.
It's a potato... I think you could stuff it with anything. So it's like
an empanada, but no meat.
Right, or like
have all starch in there.
Right, or like a dumpling.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Stuffed with something. Pause.
Facts.
Leon, for sure they sell it down there in the Midwest where you're from. All right, we're gonna get. What else they saying?
Garrison Kathy, she said, take it deep fried. I'm going to take it from an urban Babylonian. I got you. I'm going to do deep fried.
That's right.
Do you have a particular brand that you use, Garrison Kathy? Let me know. I'm interested.
A brand of what? Deep fry or pierogi?
Pierogi.
It seems like they're all the same.
Nah, it's not.
What else they saying before?
Michael Grassi said pierogies with horseradish is good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Garrison County said get cheese and potato mixed pierogi.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What else? That sounds good. About? They going back to the Vanetta said that Bajans have the best waistlines. Vanetta girl, bye.
The best what?
Waistlines. Their waist. Because they dancing all day. But okay.
That's the country she's from.
Yeah. Barbados.
All right. Well, if you have that, God bless. But Kareem said the Jamaicans rule everything and Prentice as well. And so if the
oh my God, sorry, Princess, you're right. He said pierogi sound like a knish. It's something like a knish, right?
Yeah, remember the knish?
When you think about it, Yeah, it's something. It's definitely something like that.
Yo, you know what? Princess, thanks for bringing up.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, do they still knish the knish out in the street?
I have had knish in years.
You know the knish, they used to have them in the with the Frank dude had the knish. And that thing, you eat it in the morning, you ain't got to eat no more for the rest of the day.
And that sat on your stomach.
And you throw some mustard on that thing. Princess, remember? Threw some mustard on that thing. You ate that knish at about 11. That thing held you down all the way to 8:30 at night. That's when you was really balling on a budget back in the day.
I forgot about knishes, yo.
Okay.
Is that a Babylonian thing? I think it is.
I believe that's got to be a Babylonian thing. All right, so on a Feel Good Friday, and we're actually going to shout out the room, and we're gonna show these folks some love. Are they saying anything else?
No, not really, not right now.
Okay. We're going to get into the first story. We're going to shout out the room. We're definitely going to show you guys some love.
I feel good Friday.
I feel good Friday. Miss Miko, one more thing before you get into your stories and all that. In the news, there was another post that I saw that was interesting. Back in the day, it said a real woman gives their entire paycheck to their man.
You a lie.
Hold on. Hold on a second. Real women gives their entire paycheck to their man and earns an allowance. Now wait a minute. Hold on. On a Feel Good Friday, guys, put a number one chat room. How you feel? Number one, you feeling good. Number two, you're not. And if you're not, we could just have a quick intervention right now because we're here to show each other love each and every day. It's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We appreciate you. Real women give their entire paycheck to their man and earn an allowance. Okay, hold on. Now remember, Miss Miko, and that goes that goes both ways with men as well. Back in the day, like in the 40s and the 50s and all that, they did that. I mean, you guys can jump out the window and go, nah, not me. That's a lie. The devil's a liar. Wait a minute. Calm down. Calm down.
That's exactly what all the women in the chat is saying.
Calm down. Ladies, calm down because you got to understand this. And fellas, maybe, I don't know your family history, but there might have been some point in your lives, in your family, that your parents might have did that or your grandparents. Now, hold on. Because you're not doing it, that doesn't mean that it infiltrated your family financially throughout the history. Calm down. Hold on. Real women gives their entire paycheck to their man to earn an allowance. And I could go both ways. Man, back in the, remember the honeymooners with Ralph Cramden? Ralph came home and gave his money to Alice.
Ralph did that. Alice ain't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. It could go both ways. Women, there's been throughout this history, throughout life financially with couples, that women have probably come home and gave their entire earnings to their husband. Not under no distress and no stress. Maybe because that's the way they work their finances. And only thing I'm saying is it might have happened in your family at some point in one of these generations. That's all I'm saying. All right, today, would that be the norm? No. I wouldn't even want my wife's check anyway.
Good for you, Shawn.
I wouldn't want it. I mean, if she said, hey, take the check and pay the bills, I'll do it. Or vice versa. Here, take my money and pay the bills. I don't have no problem with it. But here's the observation, though, Miss Miko, on a Feel Good Friday. You see how the moment I asked this question, you and all the others immediately reject it. You immediately reject it. Why do you reject it? Because what? It's belittling, or we know that. I'm hoping that you can reject it because you already know how to manage your own money.
Right.
Okay, but then that's one issue. But I think a lot of you reject it because you think you're being belittled.
I don't think so, ladies.
But so then why is all of a sudden a heavy rejection? It might work for somebody. It might work with somebody in your family.
It worked for you, Shawn? Silence. It worked for you, Shawn?
It didn't work for me because I've never been in that situation. But I don't know if I need to call my mother. I need to call my aunt. Maybe they did it. Mother Harvey, did you give your whole paycheck to your husband over there? Earl Harvey back in the day? I don't know. I got to ask after the show. I might call him. That's all I'm saying. Ladies, you reject it, and men reject it as well today in the times that we live in. But you never know. There are couples out there that are probably doing their finances this way and probably thriving. And so Ms. Migo, on a Feel Good Friday. So what if a couple's in a relationship and the woman says to the husband or the boyfriend or the domestic partner or whoever it is, they say, listen, I have a hard time managing my own money. I'm going to give you my check, especially if the person is a good money manager. What's wrong with that?
That's not what you said, Shawn.
Yeah, I know that, but
there's nothing wrong with that. But you said women are just giving men their money. They're working. No, that's not happening.
No, but I'm saying that, right, I did ask that question. But I'm saying let's dive a little deeper in it. That's all I'm saying. If I knew that I can't manage my money.
That's something different.
And my wife is a great money manager.
All right, that's something different.
I
That's
could say,
totally
hey, listen,
different.
man, take my whole check because I'm an asshole.
Something totally different.
But my whole thing is this: why do you immediately reject it?
Because I'm not built like that. I'm not giving all my money or my paycheck to Mike. That's not gonna happen.
I understand that. Why?
Because I'm not. Man is supposed to take care of his woman, be her protector, her provider. So I'm gonna let him do what he's supposed to do as a man. And in return, I'll make sure that the house is clean, the meals is cooked, yada, yada, yada. If I do have to pay a bill, he will give me the money to pay the bill, but I'm not giving her my paycheck. Unacceptable.
Ladies in the chat room and fellas, have you ever, on a Feel Good Friday, we're saying chat room, have you ever, okay, let me ask this question, and let's just get more realistic with it. Throughout your adult life, I'm for sure there's a lot of adults listening to this show, right, Ms. Miko? And I'll ask you as well, Ms. Mika, has it ever been a time in your life that you surrendered one paycheck to your significant other? Have you ever did that?
No, I have not.
Okay. Has there anyone in the chat room have ever surrendered one paycheck throughout your whole entire work career to your significant other, whatever, domestic partner, husband, boyfriend? I don't know. I'll ask that question.
LaShawn Oliver said no in all caps. No.
But why? But why is it a no?
Nicole Harris said no, never will, and never will.
But why? Tell Harvey why. Harvey wants to know why. Why is it a straight no? Is it your ego?
I don't think it's an ego thing.
Some of us got a problem managing money. What's the problem? Why is it a straight no? Hello? On Feel Good Friday. If you feel good, put a number one chat room. God bless you.
Garrison Kathy said she's always handled everything and she can't give up a check. Kareem said his ex-wife burned money like blunts. So she ain't never give him a check either.
It's just a valid question. I'm just saying, you just never know. Things can happen. Hey, okay, well, so you're not giving up the check. Okay, let's flip it. Let's flip it.
Level.
Let's flip it, Ms. Miko. Say your beloved husband said, honey, I got a problem managing money for a little bit. I'm going to need you to hold these checks.
I'll take his check and I'll manage it for him. Absolutely.
Why? You're not giving up none of your bread.
Absolutely.
Why are you taking it?
Because he's asked me to manage his money. So I will manage it. I don't need him to manage my money. I got this. But if he needs some help, I would help him out. Absolutely. No.
Do you think that there's someone in your family back in the day? And this is a question maybe on a Feel Good Friday, Ms. Miko. Maybe you might want to ask the elders in your family. I'm talking about auntie, like Aunt Sally. That's about 80 years old.
My grandfather gave my grandmother his whole check, and he was a pharmacist. So my grandma was giving him nothing either, and she was a registered nurse.
See, there you go.
She wasn't giving it up, but grandma was not giving it up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but it doesn't matter. See, but your grandfather gave the money to your grandmother,
he would literally come home and give her his whole check, and she would give him money to get drunk.
There you go. So it affected you in your generation.
How did it affect me, Shawn?
Because we're all saying, no, we'll never do it. But I said, the follow-up question was, is there anybody in your family, is some of the elders that's done this? That's why I just said, maybe I need to talk to my mother after the show. She's sleeping. I don't want to bother my mother right now. God bless her. And you just said your grandfather did it.
Yeah, my grandfather.
See? So even though we reject it for whatever reasons that we have built into our head, which you have every right to, but there it's and through our bloodline, somebody had to do it.
Well,
and look, in your particular situation, right? Your grandmother and your grandfather, they lived a normal life, right? And he gave her the money, right? This is what I'm saying.
Yep, he gave it up. We want to hear from Mama Harvey. Mama Harvey, call in.
Oh, God.
Call in, Mama Harvey. We need to know what's going on.
Because I think that, and I'm just guessing, I believe 50, 60, 70, 100 years ago, this was something that was kind of commonplace. The wife came home. She probably gave the check to the husband. She got an allowance, or vice versa. I'm just saying. But today, if that was to happen, it's something wrong.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that. This is my money.
So, Shawn, Tanya going to give up her whole check to you next week as a one-off? Like, here, husband. I love you so much.
Yeah, she give it to me. I'll say, all right, I'll hold this. You know, we pay this bill, and I'll give you a few dollars back. And I'll do the same thing to her. Here go my check, and there you go. You give me a few dollars back. I don't care. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Harvey's good with that.
Okay.
Bring my check home here, honey. There you go. This is a check for the week. Run me back a few of those dollars. I'm fine with that. I ain't gonna mess with my ego. I think that's what it is with all y'all.
I don't think
all
it's
your
ego
West
thing.
Indian folks.
I don't think it's an ego thing.
It's an ego thing because immediately you're rejected. No, I could do this, but I could do that. I can handle this. I can handle that. Men ain't crap.
Nobody said that.
That's what you're saying.
Sure, nobody said that. We simply said we gonna hold on to our stuff.
So
That's
I
it.
said this to all the Nicole Harrises of the world. God bless you. God bless you. You might want to take personal inventory on why it was such a rejection. Okay? Maybe there's a personal inventory situation. Maybe it's, now I'm just speaking to everyone. Maybe it's something that you went through financially with a man or whatever. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Miss Miko. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike Grassley. What's happening, fam?
Hi, Mike Grassley. Good morning.
Mike, today's the 20th day without sugar.
Hey, brother, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, brother.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Go ahead, brother. What's on your mind?
Yeah, you're talking about this paycheck thing. And it's funny because when I was married, me and my wife came from the opposite sides of the same coin. She grew up where her father would come home and give the paycheck to her mother, and she would make sure the bills were taken care of. And that way, if he was doing his thing, you know, a little sippy sip or whatever, he wouldn't blow all the money. I came from a house where my mom's had a job, my pops had a job. My pops, he never got my mom's money, but he took care of all the bills with his money. And what he taught me was, as a man, you're supposed to be the provider to take care of the family.
Right.
So when your wife comes home, she shouldn't have to worry about anything.
Right.
If she flip that switch, that electricity supposed to come on. If she turn that knob, that water's supposed to come out that spigot and things like that. My wife, on the other hand, was like, well, I just need to be secure and this, that, and the other, and I'll know if I pay the bills. No, you'll know because I'm going to always take care of it. And we went back and forth for a minute, but I said, look, bottom line is I want you just to trust me. Just trust me. I said, you work in your gig. All your money you get from your gig is for you to spend on whatever you want to spend on. I will take care of all the bills. The first time something gets cut off, shut off, or whatever, then you can do it. But until then, I'm going to let you know I got this and you don't have to worry about nothing. That's how I was taught, and that's how I roll. I even told my daughter the same thing. I said, trust your man, but put some stuff to the side so you'll always have that little nest egg just in case.
See, now, boy, Mike Grassley always brings it home. God bless. And y'all sit there and y'all look at me like I'm crazy. And when I put these scenarios together, you'll always discard your boy Harvey. Welcome to Harvey's house. But Mike Grassley always bring it home. Look what happened. His father did it with his mother.
Shout out to your dad.
With no problems at all. The man came home just like your grandfather. So y'all can't sit here and tell me that this thing doesn't work. But you're discarded or almost, Mike, these young ladies discarded almost in a resentful way.
Danielle Williams said, these men ain't like our grandfathers. They will take our money and go buy Gucci and not pay bills.
That's hilarious.
Right.
That's facts.
That's what I was about to say. A lot of women feel like they're being controlled if they have to do that. They have to give up their stuff. They feel like they're being controlled. And a lot of men think that they're going to go out and buy unnecessary stuff instead of taking care of what has to be taken care of, and that's a division. And to be honest, no disrespect to nobody, that's the sign of immaturity in a relationship. You got to put certain things before other things. And when y'all's doing stuff like that, y'all can't be trusted with each other, so you shouldn't be in that relationship. Right.
Now, that is special circumstances, and that's a good point from Miss Williams. That's great. No question about it. We're talking about financial responsibility. We're not talking about a dude going out there and taking the money and buying the Gucci.
Right.
If that's the case, we shouldn't even have this conversation. We're talking about paying these bills. We're talking about holding this money. We're talking about rainy day. We're talking about if that bill isn't paid, we got I got your back on paying the bill. And you're right, Mike. It just seems like it might be a form of control. But it worked for your grandfather, and it worked for Mike's father. And I don't see any kind of control. Did your grandmother control your grandfather, Miss Miko?
No.
Thank you. Mike, did your mother control your father?
Nah.
Exactly.
Nah.
Exactly.
But let me tell you the bad side of it is, and this is where we have to grow together. We have to learn financial responsibility together, because when my father passed away, my mother when she got married young. She went from living with her mother and father to now living with her husband, and he took care of everything. When he passed away, she didn't know how to take care of anything.
She was lost.
She didn't know about taxes on the house, this, that, and the other, and we had to step in and show her and teach her. So if you're going to do the financial thing, you need to do it together so that everybody will be on the same page and there won't be no surprises at the end.
Well, family first.
Thank you for that, Michael. That's
Thank you
great
for that.
advice.
Family first. See, there you go. So what? The family came in on this type of situation and helped out mom. Thank God for Jesus for that. But this thing, even though women today, they're not going to do that and they immediately reject it, and I respect that. Look at your bloodline. At some point, there might have been some family member, older cousin, or aunt, your mother, your uncle, that lived this way. And I get what Danielle's talking about. Men are not built that way back in the day. Well, how do you know that? How do you know that, Danielle? Call in 570-982-6950. Wow, all men are not built that way? I gotta disagree with you. There's a man out there that is financially responsible like Mike Graspy's father. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, and I think there's a lot more brothers out there that's like that. But here's the deal, and again, not smashing nobody, but here's the deal.
Smash him, brother.
So, all right, to be honest, too many young ladies are being told you don't need that man.
All right.
So they automatically got their guard up. If I get with a new woman who's been told that her whole life, and I ask her, hey, just give me your check, I'm going to take care of everything, she going to look at me like I'm crazy. Right. You just got to look at like you said, their history, where they come from, and what they're being taught. And then you got to knock those walls down and build together.
Let's clap for this guy. Oh, God, this guy. I'm still clapping.
I'm going to step back in the chat so I can see the rest of the show.
God bless you.
Thank you for calling, Michael.
I'm still clapping. And Danielle, all right, Mike.
He gave me an Amir Sealy vibe.
Danielle Williams, my condolences.
Would you give her your condolences?
My condolences for whatever man in your mind that you paint this picture of to take that money and buy Gucci bags. My condolences to your thoughts.
No, D-Lo says some men also take the money and try to flip it instead of paying bills or play lotto. That's what Tracy Ray said.
Well, my condolences to you as well. Because if that's the man that you're projecting in your mind, I'm very sad for you. My condolences. If that's the only man that you guys can conjure up in your mind, in your vast mind, The human body is amazing. The brain is amazing. It could take us any place we need to go while we're standing in one place. I could close my eyes and be in China if I want to.
Right.
And ladies, Danielle and D-Lo, my condolences, because you have this brain that is so vast, and the only man that you could come up with is two men, one that's gonna buy Gucci bags, and the other one that's gonna buy lotto tickets.
Danielle, call in. Danielle, call in.
She can't because Danielle's on that switchboard right now.
What's she's doing?
Danielle doing this. Miss Miko, look, Danielle like this. Call one number two. Hold on, please. Call number three. Hold on, please. Acme warehouses.
Yo, shut up. That's funny though.
and D-Lo's on a farm somewhere with the pigs and horses.
Sure, what's the number? 570?
570 982 6950.
570-982-6950. I'm putting in the chat, guys.
570-982-6950. Don't worry about Danielle. She's on that switchboard. All right, let's get to our first story. We're going to shout out the women. God bless you guys. Feel Good Friday. I hope you guys are feeling good today. Miss Miko's here. Your boy Harvey's here. We having a great time. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. What you got, Miss Miko?
So, former NBA baller Dwayne Wade is always stepping behind his 15-year-old daughter, Zeta Wade. And
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Miss Miko.
Good morning, Shawn. It's Amir.
Hi, Amir. Good morning.
Let's clap for this. Let's clap.
Good morning.
I bring up allowance, and it's such a bad thing. It's almost resentful. It's almost resentful. But go ahead, sir.
Hey, first off, as always, thank you guys for having me on. Great to see you both this morning on Feel Good Friday. I just wanted to, chime in a quick second before I run out of here and go to work and get that paycheck that we say we're not giving to our significant others. I think the gentleman who was just on, he actually hit the nail on the head. I think one of the problems that, we're having with this conversation is a generational thing. We are talking about a different mind frame, a different mindset, and a different format of the world. I love hearing us all reminisce at times when we talk about our grandparents and we talk about our parents and things like that. I would like everybody to keep in mind, because you got to keep things in perspective. Transit was 10 cents. It's $2.75 now if you live in New York to get on and off the. You understand what I'm saying? So everything is relative. Rent might have been $200, $300. Now, granted, your parents' pay scale and your grandparents' pay scale was less as well. But there's a lot different. Shoot, if you live in New York, I don't know what they're doing up there in PA where you guys are, but I know here in New York, to live in a bread box is freaking $1,500, $2,000.
Right.
Ain't nobody, we can talk all the tough stuff we want, and you just pay all the bills. Ain't nobody got money like that. Let's be clear. Let's be honest with ourselves. And I'm not saying that's everybody's situation, but that's a good portion of our people's situation.
No doubt.
It's taking two people's paychecks in order to kind of keep some of this stuff in order, or keep your head above water. Now, does that mean that you can't or shouldn't utilize what you were talking about, which is if somebody's not as good with money, that they should hopefully defer to their significant other who may be better at it? Absolutely. But the fun part in this conversation, and I don't think this was brought up, Shawn, and this is, again, no disrespect to any of my ladies, there's some ladies out here who are the same way. You say, hey, look, man, we got to take care of these bills. I want to go on a trip. Do you want to go on a trip, or do you want to keep a roof over our head? Which is making more sense?
I hate you.
I'm just saying, like, we got to keep this in perspective on all sides. We're just making it sort of one-sided sometimes, where we make it seem as though the guys might, not always be the most responsible ones. Some of you ladies are a little tricky out there too. So let's just keep all these things in mind. But I really just wanted to say that we have to, be honest with ourselves. You got to look at each and every person's situation individually, and then you got to make decisions that make your specific situation work. Tamiko is on here all the time, and you joke and y'all talk about a wonderful business and the things she's doing, and I'm sure her and her husband are in that together. But that's what I'm talking about. That's a team effort. That's not it's my joint. Sometimes you got to sit down and be honest with yourselves about what's really going on with the two of you and how y'all can continue to prosper. I'm fortunate enough to come up, in a generation, an era where my parents successfully had three material businesses. And when I say material business, meaning they sold material, they sold patterns, they did buttonholes and things like that in the South Bronx. So I saw entrepreneurship early on in my life. Now, the funny thing about that for me is, as a kid, I didn't look at it that way. I looked at my parents, even though they own their own business, as like everybody else's parents who maybe worked for Verizon or whose parents were an exterminator. I was like, that's my mother and father's job. It wasn't until I was much older that I started putting that in perspective, like, oh, snap, my parents actually were entrepreneurs and had their own business. I didn't think about that as a kid. As a kid, you just kind of morph into whatever you see everybody else doing. So you're right, Shawn. A lot of what, we're taking in has to do with the models and things that we've seen as children and what our perspective is and how we've interpreted that. And sometimes it takes a little time before you can interpret things in a proper perspective and then apply it to your life. So, again, I just wanted to add that to the conversation. So, as always, thank you, guys.
I'm going to applaud the men in the chat room.
Yeah, they stepping up today.
They always step up.
They definitely vocal today.
I want to give applaud to the men that always make it make sense, like Mr. Graspy and also my man Amir and Rel Holler and Prentice and all the other men. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Like I said,
always makes sense.
First and foremost, too, I got to tell you, I always love, listening to your show because beyond, giving us the antics, you really do come up with some dope topics that allow us to, really take a moment and have to put our thinking caps on. So I appreciate that. Because I go to work, I leave here, I jump on the train, I got to put on my good music so that I could, get in my zone. But I swear to God, I'll be laughing about half the stuff that is said in the chat and is said, on your show every morning. So thank you, guys. Well,
it's an honor that you listen to the show, bro. And we are definitely humbled. And thank you, brother.
Thank you, Amir.
You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. Love, and everybody enjoy.
Love and light.
Yo, let's clap for this guy. This guy, Danielle called. Danielle mad.
Oh, Danielle about to go in, y'all.
Yeah, she's about to go in.
Danielle about to go in.
Get Danielle. Let me see if I can get Danielle on this thing.
You got me.
Oh, there she goes.
I ain't on nobody's dance switchboard.
Hey, girl.
Did you find? But Danielle, did you find that? Did you find that funny though, Danielle? Come on, did you find it?
I miss you guys. I did. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Moving, baby.
Danielle, why he got to take the money and buy Gucci? That's where we at right now. That's it.
It was Gucci belts and it wasn't Gucci bags. And let me just say this: I grew up with both parents in the household, and they were married for 30 years until they separated. The black people separation. Not the separation and divorce like other folks, the black people separation. But I've seen a lot growing up in my life. Now, I saw my father work every day. He worked the night shift. My mother was a homemaker. When he started being a little funny style with the money, my mother had to go and get a secular job, right? And that's fine too, because what it allows you to do is go, I'm not going to wait for somebody to put me in the hole and for me to do what I got to do for my family. Now, if that eventually stops, that type of behavior from my dad eventually stops. But my mother had to step up and do what she got to do. So did I see a lot from both sides? Absolutely. Now, a man's man, and I do applaud the guys in the chat because those are men's men, right?
Right.
And I do applaud what they're doing in the chat room, and they are absolutely right. But you have to have someone who is responsible, who is an adult, who is a grown-ass person in order to do this. And I like what Mike Grassi said, not so much, like when his father passed away, not rest in peace to him, but the fact that his mother didn't know what to do with the bills. I think that in this day and age, and just like Amir Sealy said, it's hard out here. And sometimes, I feel like, us women, we should at least want to contribute. Now, if they say no, then that's another deal. But I'm always willing to be a team player. I don't want us to be stuck in the hole. But I do allow a man to be a man, though. Now, these men, these young guys in this new day and age, and I'm watching and I'm seeing, that, it's all about show. It's all about being a show pony. It's all about flaunting money. It's all about being fly. And that goes back to social media as well. But the point I'm trying to drive home here is when I say that about the Gucci belts, that's the new generation.
Right.
The generation that I know is the generation that we're talking about. The generation like Miko's grandfather, the generation like my dad, because again, he messed up some money, but he got back on track because she wasn't having it. You got a family to raise, and it's that is what I'm talking about. Not necessarily all men are out here taking your money, gambling, laundering, and buying Gucci belts. Now I have a family member who husband had a bad gambling habit. And he was a manipulator. Just give me the money. I'm going to handle the bill. She said, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. I know what your vice is. Absolutely not. And if she would have gave him the money, they would still be homeless till this day. She had to handle the bills because there was always an excuse as to why he didn't have the bill money. I got robbed. Somebody robbed me.
Not the old I got robbed.
Something. Sir, you have an addiction. You have an addiction to gambling. That's it. So, yeah, sometimes women do have their guard up. Like, I'm not going to give you all of my money and be out here looking crazy. You could do anything with the money. You could tell me anything with the money. But again, that goes back to the relationship that you have with the person. Me personally, I'm going to let a man be a man. And I'm going to step back and let you do it.
Thank you.
Since you talk about you are a man and you want to be a man, and what men's duties are, I'm gonna let you rock with it. Now, the moment you slip up, I'm gonna look at you crazy because that's what you said. Not what I said. That's what you said. So don't feel sorry for me, Shawn. I'm all right.
Shawn over here, quiet girl. He ain't got nothing to say. No rebuttal.
You are absolutely right because she's dropping a lot of jewels until she get back to a switchboard.
I'm not on the switchboard. That switchboard was...
That was funny.
Thank you. Your switchboard, you're not on a switchboard, but I painted that.
The switchboard was looking like, what's that company? Bell Atlantic.
Yeah.
Back in the days.
Nynex. Nynex.
We know you're not physically on the switchboard, but I put everybody there. So you are now on the switchboard. But thank you. Thank you for the knowledge. It's what it is.
I miss you guys.
Miss you too,
Miss
Danielle.
you too, Danielle.
Is everything good with you? Everything's good with you?
Everything is good. I'll see y'all at the comedy show.
You're damn right.
You better be there.
Well, God bless.
God bless. Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye, Danielle.
All right, go ahead, Miss Miko, but we're going to shut out the room before we leave. But what stories you have? God bless you. I see Miss Miko's shoulders are loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm calm.
All right.
Stop acting like you know me. So, we was talking about D Wade. Okay, so yeah, says he's behind his 15-year-old daughter Zaya Wade and continues to be an ally and one of her biggest supporters regarding to her identity. The father of four filed court papers Thursday morning petitioning for his transgender daughter to change her name officially. According to the blast, Dwayne is petitioning for his daughter to be allowed to permanently change her name to Zion Michael Hermes Wade to Zaya Malachi Hermes Wade. In addition to the filing, Dwayne also asks that the court legally issues a decree recognizing that the minor's gender has changed to female. Wow.
Well, first of all, do me a favor, pull up Dwayne Wade's stats. Boy, when Dwayne Wade, I think he came out, Princess, help me out with this. I think he came out of Wisconsin or Milwaukee. He played basketball up there somewhere, right? Princess, he came into the NBA, and when he came into the NBA, he was straight smoke. Dwayne Wade was one of my best players, man. He was he a two guard or point guard?
I don't know how to read this.
Thank you. God bless.
He was numbers over there. I don't know how to read that.
First of all, he had a long-standing NBA career. He came in the league in 2003. Played 51 games. He averaged. Okay, that's the minutes. Okay, so he came into the league. His first year, he played 51 games. He averaged 34 minutes. He scored 18 points per game. So even when he came into the league, he had heavy minutes. In his prime, he played 74 games, 30 minutes, 19 points. He averaged between 15 and 22, 23, 26. 2008, he did 79 games. He played a full season. He did 30 minutes. He averaged 30 points per game. He shot 49.1% from the field. 5 rebounds. That meant 49. That meant he missed a shot. He made a shot. That's incredible in the NBA. Usually NBA players shoot 20%. They'll make 2 shots out of 10. This guy was making half his shots all the time. Had great stats throughout his glorious NBA career. That's the first thing.
He went to Marquette University.
Marquette University. That's what Princess said?
Yep, Princess said Marquette.
I was close. Marquette is in Wisconsin, right? Hey, where's Marquette University?
That's what I just asked Princess. I'm looking it up.
I think it's in Wisconsin. And he was kicking ass in collegiate ball. I don't know if he was a 2 guard or a 1 guard, but when he came, Malik, Amir, help me out. Boy, he came into the NBA with
it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. And then when LeBron, we talked about this yesterday, and then LeBron came and teamed up with him, and it was a wrap. What was the other tall guy's name? What was the big 3 again? I keep forgetting this other. The tall guy, the center, the left-handed guy. What was his name, Princess? And they had a lot of role players around them, and they won all of. I think they won 3 chips in a row. And if it wasn't for Dwayne Wade, who to me was the player before, he was like that Kyrie Irving type of a player. Just couldn't be stopped. Couldn't be stopped. And then, like any other NBA player, he had the wife, and he dumped her because he got too much money. He's a black guy.
He got with Gabby, the Gabs.
Yeah, but see, because did he level up?
Beanie Green said Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. Beanie, God bless you. Chris Bosh. Who had to have rumors of him being gay?
Did they?
Yeah, back in the day. Even if he was, so what? He was about 6'11", Miss Miko. Boy, he was an enforcer underneath that basket. He was grabbing some rebounds. He was like a tall version of a Dennis Rodman without tattoos. And he was kicking some ass. And he had, Princess, right? He had that little 10-footer. Pause. He had that little 12-foot shot, right? Banking right off the backboard. And we already knew what LeBron was doing, but that Wade, boy, he would dribble up that court, man, and that was it. He was nonstop. I can't remember if he was a 2 guard or a 1 guard. I can't remember. And then he had that wife of his. I think he's originated out of Chicago, I believe. That was the heavy resentment that Isaiah Thomas always had with Michael Jordan. Even to this day, these guys are 60 years old. Isaiah hates Michael Jordan. And the primary reason is because Isaiah Thomas is from Chicago, get it? And Michael Jordan is the Lord of basketball who came from North Carolina and took over Chicago. There's not a mention of Isaiah Thomas nowhere in Chicago. That's a different story. And then Dwayne Wade, as any other typical black guy like Harvey, when that penis working and you're young and you're getting that money, you got to dump that family.
Not dump the family.
You got to dump that family. Harvey did it.
Shut up.
You getting money and you young and that penis is working, and you get money. I had 3 cars.
Shut up.
One of them was a Benz. No, I had to get rid of that family. That's another story. And that's what Dwayne Wade did. He got rid of the family. They had, 3 kids? They had I think I had 2 or 3 kids.
They had two kids. Let me see.
And remember the wife went crazy? She lost her mind because he left her. Remember that, guys? Mm-hmm. Miss Wade, she was losing her mind. And boy, did Dwayne, boy, he leveled up, man. Right to Gabrielle Union.
Yep.
Who I follow on Instagram. That woman is fine as hell. Got the personality to go. And I know she turned his ass out in that bedroom.
Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, she put a feather in his ass.
Here we go.
She put some crazy glue on his nipples. She even put the Vin Range red ball in his mouth.
Not the red ball.
Not the red ball.
A Red Bull.
Miss Miko, you ever had a Red Ball in your mouth?
Never.
You need to try it.
Never.
Ladies, put a number one in the chat room if you had that Vin Range Red Ball in your mouth. And then remember they got together and then they broke up and I think he had another baby by some other chick.
I think he had what they call it, unbreak baby. He did have a baby.
What's the term?
Unbreak baby. Like when you break up with your significant other for a small period of time, you have a baby. Him and Ludacris did it at the same time.
Harvey did that too.
You did?
I sure did.
Oh, Harvey.
Had two women pregnant at the same time.
Yeah, unbreak baby.
I had an unbreak baby. I know my mother hate hearing this right now, but God bless you, Mom.
Hey, Mama Harvey.
And then he had the boy, what's the boy's name?
Zaya?
Zaya.
His daughter.
I mean, but what was his name prior? Zion?
No.
Something?
I think it's Zion.
And he did the son. He did the Magic Johnson thing, like Magic Johnson's son.
Yeah, it was Zion.
Zion?
Yeah, Zion.
Yeah, boy. He caught that gay bug, and there's nothing wrong with it. And it was undeniable.
Yeah, he was like what 9 when he came out.
Yeah, he was probably 6 years old wearing like stilettos and all that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Wade is doing what any loving father should do. Support his child. And his child is transgender. Like, boy, oh boy. Oh boy. How old's the child? 15?
Yep.
Yeah, well, wait till that child get of age, boy. There's going to be a lot of transgender sex going on over there.
Oh, my God. Leave that little boy, girl alone.
And she, with like on social media, a lot of the transgender, they say she, he,
no,
he.
him, her.
Him, her, she, he.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that either. I'm for the multiple bathrooms. I'm for the transgender. I'm for gay folks. You already know how I feel about that. So I'm with this. But what this shows me is that Dwayne Wade has supported his son, now daughter, through this whole process. And that's what this is about as a parent. Okay? Maybe Zaya or whatever her name's gonna be Zaya, I believe. I think Zaya. She's Dwayne Wade is 6'4". He's a tall guy. His newfound daughter's probably gonna be tall as well. But the thing is, I love this because this is a family. It's family unity. You stick with each other. This young man that's now gonna be a young boy, a young woman that's changing her name, has the full support of the family. Which makes this transition, get it trans? There's a lot of trans going on. This transition, a loving transformation to boy to girl, because that's what we live in today. I mean, 100 years ago, they would have killed the little boy for doing this. But we don't live in these times right now. And back in the day, if your child was gay, a lot of folks threw the child away out in the street. So I'm going to give Dwayne Wade, this is a battle you can't win, brother. You already know that. You can't win this. If your son, your daughter, listen, if you got gay folks in your family and you reject that, you're not going to win this one. You can't win. The best thing to do is embrace it and have a loving relationship with your child, because the sexuality of the person doesn't determine the way they behave. You gotta always remember that. If Mr. Miko, if one of my kids, I got 5 kids and 1 bonus son, that's 6. If one of my kids came up to me right now, I got some grown ass boys, some grown ass men. They came out and said, "Dad, I love the slong."
That's what they gonna go out and say.
Dad, and this is Craig, and he's slonging me down.
This is your son-in-law.
This is your son-in-law. I will embrace. I'm not going to reject. I'm going to support it because I love my kids. And this is with Dwayne. And I think that folks I know we all love our children, and these are for folks that are in the turmoil of their children being gay, and you have this inner belief and you're struggling with it. Follow this journey with Dwayne Wade. I'm going to applaud you, sir.
Yep, shout out to D Wade.
Shout out to D Wade and Gabrielle, and to the young man that's now going to be a woman, and changing the name. Okay, what else? And you seen the boy on social media? I mean, the girl, Zaya?
Yeah, you want to see a picture?
Sure, I see the picture.
Sure,
And my whole thing is be careful out there. There's a lot of wolves out there, young lady.
Sure, I'll see the picture. Sure, shut up.
There's a lot of wolves out there. That's a virgin transgender ass over there. You understand? Be careful in these streets.
Just a
Delicate little flower.
Look at her.
Beautiful. Okay. She's changing her name and gender. See, that's what we could do today. You could change your name. I know some people are against this. I get it. Remember, Harvey's ultra liberal, so you ain't gonna get no argument out of me. But there are folks that are totally against this, and you have your right to. But I love this. This is a person that's gonna change their name and their gender. And I wish you the most success, young lady. That you're a lady now, and go on your penis fest. What else you got?
So
There'll be a lot of penis out there for you.
The Biden administration is going to cancel an additional $3.9 billion in student loan debt for over 200,000 students who attended ITT Institute. So you guys, if you went to ITT Institute, look in your mail. You should be getting something about canceling your debt. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to make good on their promise to cancel student debt. And it was confirmed via White House that another massive amount has just been canceled. ITT Institute is the center of it all. Over 200,000 students who have previously attended ITT Institute now have President Biden to thank for officially canceling $3.9 billion of their student loan debt. CNN reports, according to a recent announcement from the Department of Education, almost $4 billion in student debt has been canceled for approximately 208,000 students who attended ITT between January 1st, 2005 through September 2016, when it permanently closed. This brings the total amount of approved student loan debt cancellation under President Biden to almost $32 billion. As of now, it has not been specified how soon borrowers will be notified of their debt cancellation, as the Department of Education explained that the borrower's student loan servicer has to be identified first. Those who are eligible to receive the student debt forgiveness loan includes those with federal student loans that they applied for while attending ITT Institute. That's good news.
Well,
on a Feel Good Friday, especially if you went to ITT Institute.
Well, first of all, Roma Johnson said your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you, Nyroma. Thank you, Roro. My headphones are sliding over.
Did you get your hair done?
No, I just put my bun up.
It looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got that forehead popping as well.
Yeah, you know I got the forehead popping.
Let's give a round of applause for Tamiko's forehead.
Shout out to my forehead.
There's a lot going on over there. Now, first of all, if you went to ITT back in the day, remember the ITT, they had those commercials. They came on in the afternoon from 7 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Promise if you go to their school, you learn how to change a transmission. If you went to ITT Institute, you're a freaking loser.
Not ITT.
Remember the ITT commercials? They'll teach you everything.
Said you could change a transmission.
Everything from brain surgery to transmissions. And they had that commercial running around the clock. And you ran over there. They had that ITT on 33rd Street, across the street from the post office in Midtown Manhattan. Y'all couldn't wait to break the doors down to get into this stupid school.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Boy, you learned how to do nails back in the day. They charge you $3 million in financing. Put a number in chat room. You remember those stupid commercials?
You're right.
Boy,
was that the commercial with Master P sign, or is that something else I'm thinking about?
Nah, even before that one, they had the stupid commercials. They had the white guy, he had the jumper on, and then they had this other little guy in the behind him. He was underneath the car, and he's like, if you want to learn how to change the transmission, get to work 6 months. Come down to ITT. If you went down to ITT, you're a freaking loser. And then you got out of there, you couldn't find a goddamn job changing transmission, and you had a $4 million loan.
Yeah, that was horrible.
They had sewing class in that bitch.
Yeah.
You learn, remember you learned the daycare supervisor. You learn
how to be a daycare supervisor.
You learn child care, daycare situation in ITT. All right, remember that? Remember those commercials, guys?
Yeah. Well, they dead.
And if you did that, you had a problem. And then, wow. You guys talking about, Senny's not here today, boy. We'll see how she react to that story. Boy, you get Joe Biden's too old. Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that. But you know what? One thing that Joe Biden's doing, he's being the president. He's doing his job.
You think?
You don't think he's doing his job when he's forgiven $3 billion of debt?
Yeah. Yeah.
And on top of that, you signed that BS contract from these ITTs, and you didn't even read them. I went through that. I bought a terrible house in the Poconos. I shared that with you in 2005. I got caught up in that predatory loan back in those days because I simply didn't read the contract.
Countrywide mortgage. Yeah.
Right, word. First family mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing we all did at ITT. 33rd, 444 West 33rd Street.
444 West 33rd Street.
It was always on 445 West 33rd Street.
Yup.
And what did Joe Biden do? Something that should have been done 20 years ago. And God bless the folks that are still paying this stupid loan from 2005. You're forgiven. Mm-hmm. They forgave the debt. This is something that goes on your credit score. It ruins everything for you. I don't know about you, Miss Miko, but I'm gonna clap for Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe gets a clap.
I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna clap for Joe Biden because guess what he did? He freed up some money for you dummies.
Yeah, Joe gets a clap.
That you went over there, put a #1 if you went to ITT Institute.
I gotta call my cousin. I think he went there. You know what? He's a Honda mechanic.
You're damn right he's a mechanic.
I gotta call him and see if his debt
He's working on those 2001 Accords.
I too gotta call him.
In Guyana.
Shut up.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Miss Miko.
Good morning, Shawn. It's Lydia.
All right, let's clap.
Hi, Lydia.
God bless you.
Good morning.
Hey, Ghost.
Lydia, did you go to ITT back in the day?
No, I didn't go to ITT. No, Tamiko, this is Jonathan. That's Jonathan, my co-worker.
Hi, Jonathan.
Oh, you got somebody else?
You hear her British accent really strong this morning.
Yeah, that's why. It's one of the reasons why Ghost is with her. When they have sex, that
Wow,
British
Lydia.
thing going, man, you know.
I've never heard it like that before.
I'm calling to talk something important, Shawn.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Oh, my fault. Well, let's stop this for a second. We're going to give Lydia the floor for 3 minutes.
Go ahead, Lydia.
Go ahead, Lydia.
Thank you. Okay, so myself, Jonathan, and I, we work for Miller Keystone Blood Center, and we're just really calling because we need Latinos and Blacks to come out and donate blood, plasma, and platelets, and it's for free. You're not going to get any money. It's for free. There's a short...
Culturally, our culture don't really donate that much. We really don't have culturally Latinos and African Americans that donate a lot. I guess, I don't know. I know Latinos are the worst voters and the worst donors. I could tell you that for a fact.
So we need like Blacks and Latinos to come out and donate. And we have a new center actually in Allentown on Hamilton Street. So so come and see us. So that's the purpose of our phone call today.
All right, hold on. Miss Miko, write the address for me if you don't. What's the address again?
So the one in Hamilton is 740 Hamilton Street, Allentown, PA, 18101.
And then we have another one on Cedar Crest, which is 1255 South Cedar Crest Boulevard, Allentown. And we have one in Bethlehem,
1465 Valley Ford.
No, it's like...
All right, hold on. Wait, hold on. I know. Hold on. Lydia, this is what I need you to do. I need you to type... Lydia, I need you to type this information in the group room.
Or just text it to me, Lydia, and I'll put it in the group room.
Okay, so now what you guys are saying is that us Black folks and Latino folks are not donating enough blood.
Correct. You're not, and we need it. We do need it.
Now,
it's very, very important.
Any individual, but we would like to see more of our culture come in, you know?
Now let me ask you, and what's your name, young man?
Jonathan.
Everybody, Jonathan's on the phone.
Hey, Jonathan.
Why Blacks and Latinos are not donating blood?
I don't know. Either they're not educated, not educated well enough, or maybe they just scared of needles, you know?
And
I can't. That's a hard question because I don't technically know why. I would think the education part because they don't understand what the process is about, and I think we need to target more into the culture areas. But we'll get there
so,
eventually.
are you saying that the Babylonians are giving up blood, and the African Americans and the Latinos aren't?
Yeah.
Okay, and you think that the stigma?
Younger as well.
Yeah.
You think that you think that the stigma is education, and there's a weird stigma on just donating blood with needles. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's crazy because a lot of people are sick. People don't realize how many people got cancer nowadays. People need blood transfusions every day. Dialysis people, need blood to transfuse to stay alive. And as a community, we gotta help each other more. It doesn't cost nothing. That's the thing. Don't cost nothing to save a life or do something for somebody. And we just gotta get better at that.
This is very, Ms. Miko, this is very interesting because I only one time in my life, Jonathan, I'm 3,000 years old. I'm 57. I don't know if you guys want my blood. My blood is old as hell, Ms. Miko.
Mine's too.
Well, first of all, how often does somebody donate blood?
So they could donate every 8 weeks. So every 2 months, you could do whole blood, which takes up to 7 minutes. Platelets is every 8 days because platelets has a 7-day life span. So meaning that in 7 days it's incinerated, it's no good. So that has to be quickly processed to go to a cancer to the recipient right away. If not, then it's incinerated. So, there's cancer people always need platelets. So that's every 8 days. Plasma is every 28 days. And double reds is every 4 months because we're taking 2 units of extra red cells out of your system. So it's every 4 months to donate double reds.
Wow, this sounds like a task. All right, well, Ms. Miko, you ever donated blood before?
I have not.
Okay, well, I think that this is something that we need to get involved in. But wait, don't you gotta test the blood? Like what? Like you know what I mean, right, Miss Miko? Like there could be something wrong with your blood. How does that work?
Yeah,
Like
so we get everything is getting better. So we got to give high quality to the hospitals. So the blood is always getting tested. They test for everything. Once there's a red flag, that blood is not going out.
We have a series of questions as well. When you come in, you go through a process. We screen you, so it's going to be 46 questions, and it's basically finding out about, we get in your business to see if your blood is good. And if, you get flagged during that screening, we're not going to take it. But even if you are good, when we send the blood to the lab, they run the test as well to make sure everything is fine.
well, Miss Miko, that would be horrific if you want to donate blood and you get a red flag going up there.
Yeah, that's scary.
But think about it. Think about people back in the day when a lot of diseases were coming out. They didn't have the tests that they have now. So just imagine that generation, how people were getting, tested positive for a lot of infectious diseases.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point.
Now is better because now, the tests are there.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Now, what are the blood types? Miss Miko, do you know? I don't know my blood type, I'll be honest. Do you know your blood type, Miss Miko?
I think I'm O.
No, she doesn't know.
No, I did.
That's fine, Miss Miko. I don't
familiar.
know.
That
Everybody's
sounds familiar.
everybody. It's easy to say blood. Jonathan and Lydia, what are the common blood? We're gonna let them go.
And what's more needed?
Right. Good question. What's the common? Hold on, Jonathan. Look, Jonathan's on. He's on top of things. Slow down, Jonathan. Miss Miko, you're right. What's the average blood type, and which the one is the most needed? That's good. That's good, Miss Miko. Thank you.
The most needed is the negatives, like O negatives, B negative, A negative, and we need plasma and platelets.
AB negative and AB positive.
So how many types are they?
Maybe I'm AB.
You don't know what you are. She said maybe. I mean.
Guessing what blood type you are. But we test it and we send it to you. So when we take your blood, we will find out your type and we do, give you that information. You get a free physical when you come and see us. Because we check your cholesterol, your iron, your blood pressure, make sure your pulse is beating right.
Hey guys, I think that everyone.
So the most blood type that technically need is O negative, because O negative is the universal blood type. You could get to, if you O negative, you could get to everybody, but you only could receive from an O negative person. So think about it. When somebody gets into a car accident or any type of accident, they go straight to the hospital. The first blood they give you is O negative until they test your blood to know what your blood type is.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
So, Jonathan, what's your blood type?
I'm A positive.
Well, God bless you.
To me, I feel like my blood type is like the one of the most common. But in the Lehigh Valley, a lot of people are A positive and O positive.
Okay. All right. So, first of all, guys, folks in the chat room, do you know your blood type? Because I don't. Miss Miko don't know it either. I don't know. And I love what you guys are talking about. Like, you can not only go donate blood, you can get a quick physical. You can probably find out what's wrong with you. That's definitely intriguing to me.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't even realize how their cholesterol is until they'll come and see us. And then they're like, oh, like, shit.
Heart attack.
Yeah, they find out.
So you can actually save your life other than saving other people's lives. Now, let's get back to where you guys are doing this, what time, and I would love for you guys to call in next week, and maybe we can start a movement with this.
Sure,
So
we're going to come on the show next week.
Oh, really?
We're both off next Friday.
Oh, wow. Well,
Okay.
Jonathan, I don't know if you know by now, this is actually an open house, so you could come through whenever you want. All right, so let's get the information. And Lydia, if you don't mind, you could just type it in the chat room, and then if you guys have a flyer or any type of information, send it to me, and then we'll put it in the group room. How's that?
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead. We're gonna give you guys the last word on what, when, how, where, place, and all that. Go ahead.
Take it out, Jonathan.
So if you would like to donate, anybody who's here, you would like to donate, go on giveapipe.org, schedule an appointment. It takes about an hour. Like I said, it doesn't cost nothing to save a life. We'll educate you through the process. We'll take care of you. And, we like to meet our donors because donors play a big part to the people that's, needing in the hospital. So, there's like a counseling job as a phlebotomy. I feel like I should have got a counseling degree at the same time. Because, these people got stories. These people take an hour out of their time just to save a life, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. You get to meet somebody who saved somebody's life. Mm-hmm. And we also have a Think a Donor program where when you donate, the recipient that's taking your blood, you get a thank you from that recipient, thank you for saving their life.
That's
so
nice.
A blessing too.
That's very nice.
Let's clap for that. That's very nice.
That's very nice.
All right, so we see you guys next week, Jonathan. We're excited to see you, and Paul and Lydia. You're a family member, so we'll see you guys next week, and we have to get a visual on this.
All
and
right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Miss Miko, wouldn't it be cool? Thanks, guys.
Bye, Lydia. Bye, Jonathan.
Wouldn't it be cool if they came in here with like the machines? If they came in here with the machines, would you do the blood, Miss Miko? Miss Miko. You're not giving up. You ain't giving up that check or that blood? Tamiko, you know what's... First of all, you said you never did it. I did it once. You won't want to... And when I did it, that was 2 generations ago.
You did it for money, Shawn?
No, I just...
Did they pay you
No,
back
you know what
then?
it was? Because it was the lady that lived on the block, and she was, she was that like Jonathan. She was that person. Like, you got to get blood. You got to do this. You got to do that. Clean the hallways. That lady. Shawn, get blood today. I was like, oh, God. Okay. Here go my blood. Miss Miko, before we get on to the next story, then we're going to shout out the room and get out of here. If they came through, you give a little blood, Miss Miko?
I don't think so.
Why?
But I think other people should. I wouldn't.
Is it like a religious thing, or you just want to keep your blood to yourself?
Keep my blood to myself. A little bit of both, yeah. Keep my blood to myself.
Say religious, it'll be a little better.
Yep. See, it's a religious thing.
Okay, just say that. Okay. All right, let's go to the next story.
Next, we are
because that brings up a point. There's some people that won't give up the blood for religious reasons, but again, like Jonathan said, he makes a good point. Somebody get into a car accident, you need some blood. They need blood. So
I wouldn't take blood either. If I need blood, I wouldn't take it.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't.
Miss Miko, if you was laying somewhere, God forbid, critical on some table somewhere, and they needed some blood, and you was out of it, and you was about 3 minutes away from meeting Jesus, you would take that blood. Go ahead, continue on.
I won't take it.
So that's what I'm saying. That's a give and take with that, you know, because you just never know. Put it on my chat room if you ever give blood. Go ahead, Miss Miko, what you got? What are they saying?
I'm reading about Vanetta says she gave her blood.
There you go. See? Put it on my chat room. I think I got to take the dog to.
Oh, Vanessa, she's been on the receiving end of blood, so she know how important it is.
See?
She can't donate because of her levels.
See? See, I'm just saying, you never know. Like, sometimes you got to think about that. Like, you say, I don't want to give up my blood, but you might be on the other end of blood.
Right.
So,
she also said that a lot of people of color can't donate because we're mostly anemic.
No, not really. It's just because we got that badass blood. Yo, come on, Vanetta. Let's knock it off. Our blood got two. Look, I haven't had sugar in 20 days. Okay, so you know, like, come on, let's knock it off. You know why blacks and Latinos can't give up no blood? Because half of us blood ain't even right. And then y'all talk about these Babylonians as the devil, but you might get Babylonian blood to save your punk ass life. Okay.
Yeah. So Young Thug has been denied bond for the 3rd time in his RICO case. That's crazy. So on Thursday in Atlanta in the courtroom, amid his ongoing RICO case, Youngblood has been denied.
Hi, and thanks for calling Wright Veterinary Medical
what
Center.
Is that?
No, that's the. I'm making a phone call. Where?
Press 1.
I think.
If you're an existing client.
Wait a minute. I think I got. Hold on. Before we go, I got Cooper's having an appointment today, and I can't remember what time.
Thank you for calling Wayne Animal Hospital. How can I help you?
Yeah, how you doing? Good morning. My dog has an appointment today, and I forgot what time it is. Could you help me out if you don't mind?
He is calling
Sure.
the vet.
Can I just have your last name and the pet's name?
Yeah, the last name is Harvey. The pet name is Cooper.
Okay, let's see.
Hold on, Miss Miko. Give me a second.
So it looks like his appointment is at 10:30 this morning with the nurse for his first influenza vaccine and his suture removal.
Okay, great. So we'll be there, and thank you, Miss.
Oh, no problem. We'll see you then at 10:30 then, okay?
All right, God bless.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What in the world was that, Shawn?
I just want to see what time. I forgot what time the dog. I'm being a grown ass man.
Cooper got stitches?
Yeah, remember I told you he got neutered.
Oh, yeah, he got neutered 2 weeks ago. That's right.
So
or was that last week?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Just stitches, but they glued the stitches in, and then he's gonna get his first influenza shot, and then the next one he gets, he'll be able to go into the doggy daycare.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Shout out to my life. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So Young Thug was denied bond for the 3rd time on Thursday in an Atlanta courtroom amid his ongoing RICO case. According to reports, the rapper's attorney, Brian Steele, had told the judge that Thugger would be willing to surrender to a 24-hour house confinement. Steele also mentioned that prosecutors using lyrics from Thugger's songs as evidence to the charge that have been filed against him had ultimately created a false narrative in the case, making it seem as if the 31-year-old who was celebrated on his birthday on Tuesday was a potential danger to the community and society, as well as witnesses. Unfortunately, despite his lawyer's argument as to why Thug should be granted bail, the judge was unwilling to change their mind, resulted in third rejection for the Just How It Is star since his arrest back in May. Sources say it's more than likely that he will end up remaining behind bars until January of 2023.
Yeah, but isn't he down with Young Slime Life?
Yeah, by himself.
Brother, come on, man. You can't.
I just want to fight from the outside. I just want to go home on bail.
You can't. What they say back in the day, you can't do the crime without doing the time.
You can't do the time.
Well, I thought you was thugging. Like, that's part of thugging. Being locked up is part of the requirements, bro. What do you mean you want house arrest? Yeah, what are you talking about?
He said he don't like it.
You shoot him up, bang bang, neighbor.
He said he don't like it.
No, bro. Rejection. You stay your ass there.
Princess said the judge said, "F your birthday, little ninja."
Word up. Like, come on, man. You can't really be about this life. We don't give a F about your birthday. You out there slanging coke and killing hoes.
This is a fool.
What's wrong with you, man? Come on. You making all the other thugs look real bad, bro. How you gonna be a thug and you want house arrest? That's not being a thug.
He Say he want to go home.
You don't want. You want to go home?
He want to go home.
I want to go home too. I want to go home too, look, Young Thug. First of all, change your freaking name, bro.
Yep.
Nah. You got denied 3 times. What's wrong? You bitching up, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, you about that life, man. Stay there. You want to come out for Christmas? Nah.
He don't. He might try.
They gon' R. Kelly your ass.
All they can say is no.
Okay, you scared?
All they can say is no.
Imagine being Young Thug and you catch that R. Kelly verdict. He heard that verdict. Now he's scared. Nah, bro. You gotta stay in there. You the leader. You the leader of the YSL. Young Slime Life.
Young Slime Life.
Come on, bro. You gotta represent. You gotta do your time. You're the leader. The leader. Look what happened with John Gotti. He did his time. Died in jail. And all the other heroes. You gotta respect that, bro. You can't be about this life and want to go home. How you gonna be a thug on house arrest?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to shout out the room, and we're going to get out of here. Miko, you got 3 more minutes to shout out the room?
I sure do.
Okay, listen, man. Thank you guys so much. We really enjoyed you. We'll be back on Monday. Don't forget the Ed Lover ticket is on sale. It's moving fast. You can see myself or Miss Miko September the 18th at the Iron Mill, 831 South Delaware Drive, Ed Lover. So, y'all guys come on out and let's have a good time. All right. Let's shout out the room. And then we're going to get out of here.
Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room.
Hey, where the heart's at, Miko, let's go.
Turn down for what? Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at?
Or where the heart's at?
Turn down for what? Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at?
Or where the heart's at?
Hey,
where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's at?
Turn down for what?
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 All right,
Turn down for what?
All right,
For what?
God bless.
Good morning, Trina Pink. How are you today?
God bless you.
Lynette Serrano. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Vanetta George, Miss Ambassador, thank you for calling in.
Hey, Vanetta, you kicked ass today.
Yeah, she definitely did. We have Ruth Elizabeth Camargo.
God bless her.
Hey, Ruth. I think you've been,
she's
here
been
before.
here.
Yeah, I see everyone's talking to her. I don't know you, but nice to meet you, Ruth. Audrey A. Johnson, good morning to you.
God bless.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
There you go.
John Greer, good morning. Kwani Kwan, go ahead, Sean.
Kwani Kwan is in the house. She's cool. Not without a doubt. That's Kwani Kwan. All my people in the Poconos, be up there with John Saturday the 24th. I need all my Pocono people in the building. Let's go.
Danielle Williams, thank you so much for calling in, my sister, and dropping that knowledge. We appreciate you.
And working that
Switchboard.
switchboard.
Do it, Sean. Do the switchboard. Do the switchboard.
Acme Home Repair.
Michael Grassi, good morning. Thank you for calling in. Celine Roney, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. DJ BQ Brooklyn, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
EQ, what's up, brother? I want you to call in next week, man. You got a story to tell, brother.
Sean Williams, thank you for joining. Good
Yo,
morning.
Sean, what's up, man? You ain't been coming at your boy lately. You all right out there in these streets, man? Sean always coming at me, man. I don't know what's going on with that guy. It's a love-hate thing, man. I got much love for you. You all right, bro?
Oh, my God.
Talk to me, man.
Yeah,
What's
Sean,
going
you
on?
real quiet. You ain't been
Yeah, you
coming
been quiet lately, man. You all right? You found Jesus? Go ahead, continue.
Garrison, Kathy, good morning. Thank you for that info on the pierogies. I'm going to try them fried. Lee Scott, good morning to you. DJ DL, Daryl Lyon, good morning.
God bless you. That's a man of short words.
Little words.
Very little.
Amir Sealy, thank you for calling in, brother. It's always good to have you in our line.
God bless you.
Lydia George, thank you for calling in. You guys don't forget to go ahead and donate some blood. I'll put it all in the group room later on.
Oh, we know who's not donating blood. Continue.
To Greg Yuggenut Hill. Good morning, DJ Yuggenut.
We know who's not doing that.
LaShawn Brown, good morning to you.
BX.
LaShawn Oliver, good morning to you.
Shout out to her.
LaShawn's in the building. Tracy Ray, hey Tracy, how you doing? Good morning, my BK brother.
God bless.
Bernadette Chisholm Wilson, good morning to you.
Yep.
Nicole Harris, thank you so much for joining us. Marcus Johnson, good morning. We got my brother Ghost. Ghost, what's up? Good morning.
God bless.
Beanie Green, good morning. Thank you for joining us today.
Yo, Beanie, you're amazing. Where's she at? She in South Carolina? North
She in
Carolina?
Maryland.
Maryland, right.
She in Maryland, yeah.
God bless her.
Yeah, Cherie Monroe, good morning. Thank you for joining us again today. Reem Hoyes, didn't like that Jamaican thing you said, but good morning to you, Kareem. Have a good day.
Yo, Kareem, lay that law down, brother.
Diane Hall. I said to Diane Hall, how you doing today,
What's
love?
up, sis? What's going on?
D-Lo. Hey, D-Lo. Good morning. Natalie, all right. Thank you for joining.
Appreciate you.
Ginger Snaps Gibson, good morning to you.
Yep.
Sheena George, thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate you.
Natalie Long, good morning.
Come on, we shouting out your name, guys. Come on, keep those hearts going in the chat room.
Good morning, Ro.
God bless. God bless.
Shamika Love. Hey, Shamika Love. And last but not least, good morning to my baby Michael Dixon. How are you, babe?
Oh, boy, that voice changed. She like Shamika Love and last baby.
Whatever, Sean.
What's up, baby? All right, guys, keep those hearts coming. God bless you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Keep those hearts coming. We definitely appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next Monday. Have a great weekend. Remember that Ed Lover ticket is moving fast. Yeah. Get your tickets now. Tamika, are they hanging out over at your spot this weekend? Where's your spot? You open this weekend?
We are open
so
tonight
let them know
and tomorrow
where your spot
night
is located.
Indigo Hookah Lounge, 733 South Main Street in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Come by and say hello to your girl.
All right, we're out.
Bye, guys.
That was awesome. The mics are still on.